Just when you least expect it, an accident can happen at sea very fast.
What a beautiful day. William is setting up Snooba at the back and I'm chilling on a bumper. Suddenly, I hear,
Shit, do you remember how to do stitches?
I skipped that class. Be sure to watch to the end and find out what happened.
For those of you that can't wait, from now on we will have early release adventures for our patrons.
After living aboard our trawler for over 2 years, we have decided that a longer range vessel is required for circumnavigation.
With COVID and the quarantine, we accelerated our 5-year plans into months. We've been selling all of our things in preparation for travel around the globe.
We met 3 years ago and our first date was to bring a boat from New York to Miami, which was going to be a 1 week, but turned to be a lifetime living off the grid. Come along with us for exploration of the unknown tropical islands, uncharted waters, exotic foods and treasure hunting.
We have been refitting our 55-foot steel motorsail for the past 8 months and only 1 month to go. During this refit, we continue to live on our trawler and manage to escape weekends to unknown anchorages, test equipment, relax, explore, and bring you videos of water adventures from all over South Florida.
Super good news! William just told me that we are leaving for a little vacation for 2 days on the boat. Getting our groceries delivered. This is one of the grocery delivery is probably one of the most benefits that I've so far discovered living in America. We don't have that things in Russia, so it's kind of cool. We don't use it very often, but for like emergent departures like that kind of works.
One of the great advantages of boating is you can decide within 30 minutes to pull up the lines, take off, and leave for multiple days and not have to ask permission, park your car, or have any worries. On the water again. Our boat's never gonna get done.
Miami at night is mesmerizing, with all that lights, energy and activity that can only be seen from the river. For the full excursion, check this video out. Miami back to normal, huh? Freaking party! You can see behind me they just opened the restaurants today from the quarantine, and it's like no freaking masks. Miami back to normal.
Tired of quarantine? Had it with social distancing? Dig into that change jar. Go to Dawn Hunter's Patreon page and support our production.
So what time is it?
8:45.
8:45. And we are still on the way. Have we decided to go where?
Probably near Stiltsville. We'll arrive at 9:27.
Okay, so we're gonna arrive soon. I'm not recording William because this light shines right at me and I don't want to make him blind, which I already did before when I was trying out this camera.
We've traveled 4 hours south of Miami and decided to drop anchor based on the weather and the winds. So the next challenge was to find a place with calm water.
You think it's safe here?
It's calmer here because we have the easterly winds and this is blocking the wind, so it's a little bit. It's going to be better than out over there. We won't be putting up with all those fishermen leaving at 5 a.m.
The never-ending story. You and U2 Motors. Anchoring?
Yes.
So we got some chain out and gonna wait and see if it's gonna hook. Are you gonna check it by the wind? How are you gonna check it?
There's a complete science to anchoring. I won't go into detail, but I let out the anchor based on the depth of the road and then put the motors in reverse to make sure the anchor has hooked. Then wait and see if we have any anchor drag.
Can you see anything?
Yeah, what we're doing, we're checking for scope. So the chain should go on an angle like this, like what's about to happen now. So the wind's going to blow us backwards, and now we're going to feel if the anchor's going to stop us.
You're always so serious when boating. Oh my goodness.
Hey, you want to wake up smashed into that $12 million yacht over there?
No.
The night is clear, but weather forecast is 30 to 35 knot gusts possible at night. So anchoring and staying in the same position is very important.
Today we are having a steak. William is setting up the grill, and this is one of the best weekends so far I had in a while. I bought this steak when we were going out last weekend, but because of the bad weather, as you know, we didn't stay, so the steak was laying in the fridge for the whole week because we didn't have a chance to grill it. So I call it dry age. Hopefully it's gonna be fine. I just can't throw away the meat. So I'm gonna fry some zucchini. Love, do you want cheese?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. So let's bet if something gonna break this time or not. I promise not to do anything on purpose. So you're gonna make zucchini chips today or not? Huh?
We're first going to attempt to thaw them out, and then we'll cook them. What are these little guys doing?
Hanging around.
I think so.
We woke up to find multiple boats had anchored around us due to the wind in the forecast. I was happy to know that William did the proper anchoring because some of the yachts were very, very expensive.
Because we don't run the air or the generator, and we run all night long on inverters, it's also important to find a location that has some wind so we can have natural breeze through the boat. We left knowing the generator had problems, but I decided to worry about those once we got out of the marina and had anchored.
Oh, what's going on in there? It's fine?
No, we actually have something clogged into the hole, so it's not pulling in enough water. And the only way to do that, unclogging it, is to get under there.
Get under there.
Under the boat, yes. Well, you wanted to go swimming.
As William is fixing generator, write us a comment on how you think he cut his head. A. In the engine room. B. Diving in the shallow water. C. Swimming in the coral. D. The grill. Or write your own thought. So then we're gonna go ahead and try and get it out from there or not?
Well, when we get where we're going, I want to get where we're going, get anchor, and then we'll have all the time in the afternoon to snorkel, swim, do whatever we want. As I'm spraying our monster fish, spearfish, clean out the intake. Whatever's there just keeps on getting in and out. So I might have to go into there and chip it out. Might be little shells. Because it's so intermittent, it works. Worked in the marina, worked all the way back. So it's just enough water flow. I don't want to overheat the generator.
Yeah. Kitchen on the go. Are you trying to make over medium actually?
We're gonna make them. This is William's cooking bowl. You just go where you want to go when you're on anchor.
Steak repurposing.
That no food goes to waste. And the plate for the eggs to go on. So these are the three. When pulling up the anchor on a 50-foot yacht, it's very important that the chain doesn't get caught underneath the bottom in the props or ruin the running gear. So you have to be very careful on what the anchor is doing. Captain S.
Right.
Observe anchor. Let me know when it's getting up and if it's muddy.
Right there.
Where is it? Show me. Where is it now? You know what happens to partners that aren't behaving?
What?
You know what happens to partners that are not behaving?
What?
They walk the plank. So it's up? Okay. Tell me whenever it's out of the water. So is it muddy or no? Is it dirty? Is it in the water? So watch it and let me know if it's cleaning it off.
So what I'm supposed to be doing is watching it?
Well, always let me know what's going on. If it's under the boat, if it's to the left or it's to the right, if it's tangled, if it's snagging. You're my eyes up there. What's going on out there?
Eyes, not tongue.
Pretend you're giving advice in everything else, and you'll be just fine. It's always beautiful, the water down here by the Keys. We're off of Billy Point Key. If you look down, probably can't see. The water here is about 15 feet deep, and you can see directly to the bottom, crystal clear. I'm gonna go check where we're going because the boat's not going in the right direction.
I'm the captain. Okay, wait.
Yana's tacking like a sailboat.
You're right. This is the line. This is the snake.
Snake. Hey.
Zoom on, look at this.
It's fine. Oh my goodness. A little bit wonders. Both wonders.
Creative pilot.
Both wanderer.
Boat wondering where it's going. We're gonna save her. Pretty nice. A little bit of joy riding along the way.
Hey, you have that wheel to steer. That's why you have it.
What wheel to steer?
This one.
Look at now we're arriving 20 minutes later.
No. Lay down for a little bit. I have a pillow. No, I don't want that spider pillow. I never take too much sun because of my tattoo. You can't really tan, and you're supposed to put a lot of sunscreen on you, basically like 50 plus on the tattoo always. Otherwise you're risking the skin cancer and the tattoo fades out very fast. because I have a black and white tattoo, and plus it has a thick contour. Supposedly it's going to survive a little bit longer, but you still shouldn't be on the sun, basically. One of those decisions that I made, and I'm not, I wouldn't say very proud of, but I should have been thinking of different type possibilities, I guess. But I mean, when you're young and when you're doing something, you think that you know what you're doing, but just because you don't have enough experience, or because you don't know and don't expect what can potentially happen with you or your life in future, you can't really plan for those type of things. So for instance, I did this huge ass tattoo on basically on the whole of my body. It's not finished because I left from Russia, but I mean, it is what it is now. And then I never thought of that I can be living on the boat being 99% under the sun. So at that point I was sure that it's just the right decision for me at that point. But now I wouldn't do a tattoo, a full body tattoo at least, just because with the lifestyle we have now, it's just not a very smart decision. So if you are watching this video and you are planning on some kind of life-changing decisions with your body, keep in mind that life tends to change and you can't predict things, so be very careful.
This is always amazing. You've got this huge body of water, Biscayne Bay, and the only way to get from north to south is through this little pass, because there used to be islands on both sides. Our charts show islands.
So what's gonna happen if we go out of the thing? Gonna hit the sand?
We're gonna call Sea-tow.
Sea-tow?
Sea-tow.
This is such a typical Miami, right? It's like,
yeah, let's race through the pass and get to the best anchor and meet all the same friends that we just left the marina at the boatway.
I'm going to make a sandwich.
I'm going to wait to eat the sandwich.
Before I moved to America, I didn't know that there is a whole sandwich culture going on in here. But apparently, in Russia we eat something called BOATYARD, and it's kind of like this, like what I'm making. But here, for instance, William eats his sandwiches only with butter. So first time when I was making it without butter, and he was like, in his nice American way, would you be so kind to put some butter in it? Why? You know that in America we put butter on our sandwich. No, I'm supposed to know that. Now I almost learned American sandwiches. remember, for the price of a cup of coffee, you can catch our adventures earlier than everyone else. Go to patreon.com/Dawn_Hunters and support our production.
Sailboat race today.
Oh,
like
yes?
a regatta, but look at there's maybe 30 of them in a row.
That's cool. It's super windy today. It's like around 15-20 knots. So there's like a lot of sailboats right there. Oh, right here. Just a second. So I should show them my leg so they can maybe pick me up for some sailing lessons, right? Now is my chance. I think our anchor got some fishing lure tangled to it. If you see that, that's funny.
With COVID and the quarantine in Miami, thousands of boats leave each weekend and populate the shoreline, so they practice safe distance at the same time, enjoy the outdoors. All those dots of white are actually boats, which is why we continue further down to remote places in the Keys. Could you do me a favor and see if the generator is still running?
How would I check on that?
There's 2 gauges on top and a gauge on the bottom has voltage. It should be around 10 to 12 volts.
Okay, I'll
Or
go
you
there.
just take a picture of the gauges for me.
Okay. I don't know if that's the right gauges. There are 500 gauges there. How am I supposed to know which gauges is that? I'm gonna photograph all of them. Christmas tree. So there was 500 gauges. So I just took a picture of all of them.
The generator one.
You select which ones you want.
It's still running.
Yes? Shut that. Now when we don't need it, it's gonna be running.
Right. So for sure, there's something blocked underneath the bottom. When we stop,
This is probably the second video where you can see the bouncing footage of Stiltsville. But in an up and coming video we have actual drone footage of the National Historical Stiltsville. And yes, I have a problem saying the word Stiltsville. Stiltsville? We are close to our destination, Pumpkin Island.
Pumpkin Key,
Pumpkin Key.
pumpkin pie.
But Key is an island, right?
No. I mean,
No, why not?
This is an island because it's not connected by any bridges or additional land.
What is the difference between Key and an island?
Keys are long strips of land connected by a road,
Oh yes?
I believe. Google. It's like Dragon Key.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The south side of the island, we're going to get all the breeze coming off of the ocean side.
William is always very serious when he's anchoring, just like when he's eating. Don't even say anything because he's so concentrated. You're so serious, you even put a stopwatch.
1 minute, 10 seconds.
Don't mess with Captain William.
1 minute, 10 seconds.
He even times his anchor. he even times his wife. I think sometimes there are benefits to be that prepared, and there are sometimes disadvantages.
You should be assisting the anchorage, so I'm not screaming at you next time saying, "What's going on?" What?
I'm gonna go and assist in there. The chain is right in front. Yes, it's under the boat. Not like this, but like this. Oh,
And who would have thought this was going to be in part 2?